Hello everyone, it's me, Bo Shevasu. Now I know this video review is completely out of the ordinary. The camera probably doesn't look so good. The audio probably sounds horrible. Well, that's because I am simulating recording directly from my iMac, the little camera up there, using the internal microphone of my iMac. And as you can see to my left, or rather your right, we have the MAONO. MAONO, is that how it's pronounced? MAONO. I don't know how it's pronounced. This microphone. At which point, we're going to change to this so you can actually hear the difference. In 3, 2, 1. And now we are talking directly into the MAONO. I think that's how it's pronounced. MAONO microphone. I don't know, but it sounds so much better, doesn't it? Recording directly from my iMac, the little camera up there. Now it is about, I would say 6 to 10 inches away from my mouth. Still giving me ample room to kind of go around like this. As a matter of fact, I'd like to simulate if in fact I were to kind of push back in my chair, and I'm still pretty much talking at somewhat the same volume. So as you can hear, it can still kind of pick me up. Matter of fact, let's be really quiet for a moment and listen, hear if it's picking up any of the fans in my computer. You might be able to hear a little bird out there. I think that's a loon or something. It's kind of an eerie noise. Wow. But yes, I do some professional videography. I have been since 2011. I run Knox Studio, a nonprofit film studio, and we go all over the world producing film for other nonprofits. So churches, missionaries, charities. I've been to Africa, Cambodia, Nepal, you name it. And that's what I do, is I produce film for ministries and charities, but cinematic, good quality film. Yet at the same time, I have to have a very, very tight budget. And you may be like, well, of course, all artists and videographers have tight budgets. Not necessarily, especially in the entertainment industry. When you are actually producing film for some of these ministries, sometimes they only have like $500 for you to chop up a short film for them. And that might pay for gas money. It might pay for part of the plane ticket. So it is within my best interest to actually, be very, very smart with the things, the equipment that I buy. And in this particular case, this was very reasonable. I think this was around $100, and this is for the full kit. And also, I am a cheapskate. I have actually made these little pop filters out of I've gone and purchased nylons like pantyhose and stretched it over a wire because I didn't want to pay like the $5, or I didn't want to get the whole kit that actually has this. But it'll save you time in the long run, and time is money. So just get the whole kit if in fact you're a podcaster just starting off. Even if you're not starting off, it sounds pretty good. Now originally I thought, no, over my dead body am I going to get a USB microphone. Because it compresses it as it goes into your computer. But no, I plugged this thing directly into my iMac, on which I'm filming right now, and it sounds really darn good. I was kind of surprised. But anyway, back to the actual pop filter. I'm actually going to simulate blowing into this, and listen, so you can probably hear the hiss. Now as I'm blowing, I'm going to remove this. And now I'm going to remove the actual windscreen as I'm blowing. Interesting, huh? Yeah. Sorry if that kind of hurt your ears, but that's why you want to actually get a kit with all of these kind of accessories. And of course, this pop filter is for when you say things like peas, like, for example, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. 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 That P, that popping noise can really compromise a lot of your audio. So highly recommended to actually have something like this. The whole articulating arm is metal. So be somewhat, cognizant of that as you're actually adjusting it while you're recording. I don't hear anything right now, but I've had metal articulating arms in the past, and there are actually springs on this thing, and sometimes they kind of pop and creak. So be aware, always kind of set it up before you start recording so you're not kind of doing this during it, so that, because there is a cable, you can barely see the cable coming out of the bottom of the microphone. It does come with some straps to kind of keep the cable from wagging around, but if that cable is actually like hitting, here, listen. granted, I'm really exaggerating that. You're not going to be doing that while you're recording, but you know, if you want really really clean audio, just be sure everything is kind of in place. And this attaches directly to my IKEA desk. My biggest first impression that I got with this thing was it's very high quality. Even the small little accessories that they give you. So this is just a small little tripod that you could plop on your desk and put the microphone in here instead of using the big articulating arm. And I thought, oh, okay, that's just a nice little accessory. Picking it up, thinking that this was just going to be a piece of plastic, and you thread it together and it gets cross-threaded and it breaks. On the contrary, it's really good quality. Everything. I'm kind of surprised. I really thought I was just going to be getting a bare bones type kit, and they were going to have to cut some costs somewhere. But you can hear that. It's rattling around. It's actually metal. Of course, it's rattling around because nothing is screwed into it, so it's not tight. But point being, it's very, very high quality. So there you go. There is a real world demonstration recording directly into my iMac, recording using QuickTime. And all you do is open up QuickTime Player, go up to New Movie, and then select not internal microphone, but just microphone. It'll just say microphone. It automatically shows up on your computer. I didn't even have to restart my Mac. I just plugged right into the USB. Really darn easy. So there you go. The link to this entire kit is in the description of my YouTube video. If you want to look at other reviews, highly recommended that you always look around at what other people say, but I hope that this small little real world demonstration suffices and is helpful in determining whether or not this microphone is for you. And oh, by the way, last thing, it does have a shock mount. So before I let you go, let's test this for a moment. So I'm gonna, I don't know. Are you going to be recording in the middle of an earthquake? But let's just try to shake it, okay? How's that? Is that rattling a lot? I don't think it's rattling a lot. So yeah, there you go. That's pretty cool. I guess if you are hitting the desk or something. So I'm going to hit the desk for a moment. Well, you can probably hear that rattling no matter what. Just don't do that, okay? All right, so that's it. All right, okay. Lastly, I'm going to simulate typing something. You can probably hear that, right? So if you are a gamer using this for, or if you're actually typing, and I'm just using the conventional actual Apple keyboard and the conventional smart mouse or Apple mouse, whatever it's called. So I'm going to click. So you can kind of hear that, right? It's not very loud, but just be aware that they might be able to hear you if you're a gamer or something like that. Okay, all right, so that's it. All right, I'll let you go. My name is Bo Chevisu. Hope this helps.